Okay, so we'll get started. We're going to work a little bit through the low back, neck, and shoulders. Those seem to be the areas of the body that a lot of people are carrying some tightness and tension. And I also was planning today to just kind of hold poses a little bit longer than we normally do, just so you can really tap into what you're feeling when you're in the poses. So remembering that you have physical feelings that you're feeling in the body, whether it's tightness or tension, but then we also have emotional feelings that are pretty much just vibrations that are created by our thoughts. And those vibrations are felt somewhere in the body, depending on where you feel that sensation and that vibration of those emotions and feelings. So the longer that we can be in a pose, we're going to really try to tap into physically what we're feeling and emotionally how we're feeling. So hopefully by the end of the practice, you'll be feeling awesome all around. Okay, so we are going to use a strap if you have one. If you don't have a strap, we can totally improvise, so don't worry. We're just going to put that to the side for now. We're going to start laying down on your back. And just take a few moments to just physically settle into your practice. So feeling the back of the body supported by the ground beneath you. You can let the eyes be closed. You can start to breathe a little bit deeper than you normally do. And then just take a moment to check in with yourself and notice what you're feeling and how you're feeling. So the what will be physical. Maybe you feel tightness in the shoulders or neck, or feel pain somewhere. And then notice the how you're feeling today. Sometimes if there's anxiety, you might feel a little anxious, so just feeling what you feel, and then notice where in the body you have those feelings, those hows, the how you feel, those vibrations, maybe in the stomach, maybe in the chest, neck and throat. For me, I clench my jaw and also feel my emotions in my stomach. So just kind of check in with the feelings, the what and the how. And then just begin to breathe deeply in through the nose and out of the mouth. As you breathe in, visualize breathing into those areas of the body where you might be carrying physical tightness and tension, and where you may be feeling your feelings and emotions, where you're experiencing those vibrations in the body. And then just continue to breathe, noticing with each exhale how you can get some of those feelings to just lessen the intensity. Take one more really nice deep breath in and a full deep breath out. And then we're gently going to hug the knees into the chest, and noticing the stretch you can get from your low back when you lift your knees towards you and you just kind of let the hips draw down, opening up the low back here. And then we'll take the feet up towards the ceiling, point and flex the feet, make some circles with the ankles in one direction and then the other. From here, we'll take the hands up to the ceiling. We'll move the wrists around a little bit, making some circles or pointing and flexing through the wrist. And then from here, let's roll the head left to right, noticing what that makes you feel in the neck, maybe even the upper back and shoulders. And then from here, let's take the arms up and back, feeling the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the mid back, Maybe you stretch the legs a little bit higher and straighter. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. And think about that exhale, really trying to let go and process your feelings. So inhale, arms reach. That's what we're trying to do. Just feel what we feel. Exhale, release. We don't want to try to resist those feelings. We want to feel them, process them, let them travel through the body, and then hopefully the intensity of whatever we're feeling will lessen. Take one more full breath in as you reach the feet up, and then exhale, hug the knees into the chest. So we're going to take the feet down to the floor. Feet are going to go mat width apart. Arms reach away from each other. And we're just going to gently windshield wiper the legs left to right. So just starting to open up through the belly. Keep the chest open. Lengthen through the spine. Keep that full deep breath. So in through the nose and even an exaggerated breath out of the mouth. Getting moving in the body here, and then we'll come back to center, and that's where we're going to reach for the strap. If you don't have a strap, just use your hands interlaced behind your right thigh. But we're going to take the strap around the bottom of the right foot. The loop can go overhead and right behind the shoulder blades in the back. So just pausing here, we're going to let that right leg feel supported by the strap. We're going to let the left leg go straight and be supported by the floor. Close the eyes. Let go with your hands if you can. Otherwise, just hold on with ease to the back of that right leg. And then just close your eyes and notice. Notice what you feel in this pose physically. You might be feeling the back of the right leg. You might be feeling your low back. You might be feeling some tightness in the hip. So just notice what you're feeling and where. And then breathe there. In through the nose, out of the mouth. If you'd like to sway the head left to right, you can get a little bit of release in the neck. And then now, as we're holding this pose, take a moment to check in and see how you're feeling. Are you feeling super relaxed? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling anxious? Just whatever you're feeling, however you're feeling, just notice. See where in the body you might be feeling what you're feeling, and then breathe there. Take a nice full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. We're going to soften the right leg, and we're just going to reach that right leg over to the left. So just reach the right foot over to the left. Try to keep the right hip down, the right shoulder down. What are you feeling and where? For me, I'm feeling a lot of tightness and tension in my right hip. That goes all along the outside of my right leg. It travels down. I'm also feeling the right side of my rib cage leaning into the strap. So a little bit of pressure there. And then trying to see what I feel in the neck by rolling the head left to right. Trying to relax the shoulders and the upper back. Noticing any physical tension and breathing through. See if this pose or this part of the practice brings up any feelings emotionally, where you're feeling those feelings, those vibrations, and then just breathe through. So any thoughts that come to mind, just see how those thoughts make you feel. And then we just want to process through with breath so that the intensity of those feelings can just lessen. Unless you're feeling super joy, we don't want to lessen that. So just take a full deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, let's bring the right leg back to center. We're going to release the foot from the strap, hug the right knee into the chest. You can point and flex the right foot, make some circles. And we're just going to take the right knee and open it up to the right. So now we're starting to open up the right inner thigh and the outer hip. You can stay right here and just breathe through any tightness you feel throughout the hips. If you want to go a little deeper, you can hold on underneath the thigh, the back of the thigh, underneath the knee, flexing the right foot. Or you can reach for the pinky side of your right foot and draw your right knee down towards the torso, the outside of your torso here. And then again, just check in, feel, and breathe. Just notice what you're feeling, notice how you're feeling, and breathe. Relax through the neck and shoulders. You can turn the head left to right here in this deep hip opener. Take one more full breath in. And then as you exhale, let's release the right foot. Let the right foot go straight along the floor. Arms are going to reach up overhead, so feel nice and tall and long here. You can point the feet, you can flex the feet, you can reach your fingertips back. Take a breath in, and then a full breath out. We're going to bend both knees so the feet come onto the floor. Take a deep breath in as you draw the knees into the chest and lift the feet. And then as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Two more like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. Notice if there's a difference between the left side and the right side. Exhale, hug the knees in. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. So here we'll take the right foot down to the floor. We're going to take the left foot lifted. So if you have a strap, using that. If you don't, just interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Let's let the right leg go straight. And we're just going to pause here and breathe. You can sway the head left to right, trying to relax through the neck and throat. Relax the shoulders. And then just feel what you feel. Feel how you feel. Notice any thoughts. Notice where you feel the vibrations in the body. And then just breathe. And breathe extra deep. So really breathe in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Relaxing the body. Taking the time to let go, to process and relax. One full deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to soften the knee and let your left foot reach over to the right. Ease in. This is a really deep pose. You might feel a lot of physical tension here and tightness in the body. So just notice that. Notice exactly where it is, and then just breathe. Maybe you turn your head to look over the left shoulder as you reach your left foot away from the left hip. Try to find a little bit of softness here and ease. Inhale deeply, and then as you exhale, let's bring the left leg back to center. Release the foot out of the strap, and we'll hug the left knee into the chest. So left knee comes into the chest, the right leg stays straight. You can make any movement with the left foot or ankle. And then we're just going to move the left knee out to the left. So you can either hold on to the shin underneath the knee or below the knee. You can hold on underneath, behind the knee, flex the left foot, or you can reach for the outside of your left foot, drawing your left knee down towards the left side of the torso. So when we come to our mat and come to our yoga practice, everybody's individual goals are different. So whether you want to just come here, take a little break from your life, or you want to come and just breathe through and process any emotions that you're having that are feeling a little difficult to deal with, or maybe you're feeling aches and pains in the body. So whatever your specific reason for being here is, just continue to breathe, process, and release and soften. Be really loving and gentle towards yourself. Self-love is so super important. Nothing forced. Just a gentle, easy practice. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll release the left foot. Let the left leg go straight. Arms reach up overhead. Nice full body stretch here. Lifting the low back off the floor if you want. Or pressing the low back down into the floor. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bend the knees. Place the feet on the floor. Inhale, draw the knees towards the chest. Feet lift up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hug the knees in. And then from here, we're just going to rock left to right a little bit. And then you can either roll to one side and press yourself up to sit, or you can rock front to back and rock yourself up to sit. So keeping your strap nearby, once you're sitting, you can see how you feel. If you need a little extra support, you can sit up on something. So maybe sitting up on a blanket or a folded towel or a cushion. And then once you can find that comfortable seated position, we'll just take a moment here to just sit for a moment, lengthening through the spine. Crown of the head is light, reaching up. Tailbone is grounding down. And just let your hands rest comfortably on the legs and draw the shoulders down. So from here, we're just going to take a few shoulder rolls. So as you inhale, press your shoulders forward, up, and then exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, back and down. And then one more time, just like that. Inhale, forward and up with the shoulders, and exhale, back and down. Good. From here, we're going to inhale, take the arms up overhead, And then as you exhale, let the arms just stop at shoulder height. So the arms are at shoulder height, palms are facing down, and then we're gonna rotate palms facing up. Palms facing down, maybe even further, so they're facing back. Palms facing up, maybe back. So just a few rotations here, moving the arms, feeling some movement in the shoulders, kind of warming up the shoulders. Trying to release tightness and tension there. And then the next time you reach the palms up, take the arms all the way up overhead, interlace the hands above the head, and then let them rest behind the head. Inhale, lean back into the hands as you open your elbows and pull the shoulders down the back. And then as you exhale, elbows hug in, and then just let the weight of the head drop down. So try not to pull down with your hands. Let that be gentle. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows, lean back. Exhale, elbows draw in, let the head hang down. And then one more time, come on up. Open, lean back gently. And then exhale, elbows in, let the chin drop. Keep the chin down, release the hands, have them rest on the knees. You're just gonna roll your left ear to your left shoulder. As you inhale, exhale, drop down to the middle. Inhale, roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Really lift through the head, relaxing the neck. Move a few times like this on your own. Inhaling to lift. When you go over to the left, feel your right shoulder pull down. So you're really creating a lot of space between that opposite ear and shoulder. Good. And then when you come back to center, just lift the head, look up towards the ceiling. Gently let the head come back behind you, but try to keep the throat open so you can breathe, and then bring the head back to neutral. Here we're going to take the feet, switch the cross of your feet, just to create a little bit more balance in the body, not always getting stuck on one side. So we're going to start right away. Thumbs are going to come in the loop of your strap. We're going to start wide right away. You can hold on to a belt on the ends, or you can just keep your hands wide. So if you don't have a strap, you can just have the hands wide. So hands at shoulder height. We're going to inhale, just lift about halfway up. And then exhale, lower. This time go a little higher. Inhale, lift. I'm just going to move my strap so the tail's not in my face. Good. And then exhale, lower. This time you have the option to go a little bit further back. So you can inhale, lift, reaching back, and then exhale, lower to the front. If you want to go all the way back, you can inhale, up and back. Stay open and full on that inhale. And then the exhale brings you up and over. So let's do a few more of those. You can decide how high you want to go. Maybe you just want to come up here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Maybe you go up and back each time. Soft elbows if you need to. Inhale, lift. Open the chest, fill up. Exhale, over. So moving with your own breath here. We'll just take two more, going as high as you'd like. You don't have to go all the way up and over. Just really fill up the chest when you breathe in and empty when you breathe out. Let's take last one as you really get some nice range in the shoulders, releasing any tension there. And then we'll come back and down. Good, let's release the strap. Hands can come onto the knees. This time, moving with your breath, we're going to reverse those shoulder rolls. So as you inhale, you're going to go back and up, and then exhale, forward and down. Good. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward, down. One more time. Inhale, back and up, and exhale, forward and down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take the soles of the feet together here. You can rock left to right. I'm always doing that because I'm trying to just kind of get my sits bones to ground down a little bit more. So if you kind of rock left to right when you come into these seated positions, you can feel a little bit more grounded down. Hands are going to come on to the shins, and we're going to move the back and the neck with your breath. So as you inhale, press the chest forward, lift the chin, shoulders pull back, and then when you exhale, pull back. Really tuck the chin, round through the back, pull the belly in. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift. This should feel nice in the low back, all the way up the spine to the neck. Exhale, pull back, tuck the chin, round the back, shoulders down, belly in. 1 more time, just like that. Inhale, press through, forward, and exhale. Pull back. As you inhale, just get a little bit taller here in the spine. The crown of the head's reaching up. As you exhale, you're going to hinge forward. So the crown of the head is reaching forward, tailbone is reaching back. Let the head completely go. So the weight of the head is releasing the back of the neck. Let your arms just hang down. You can sway your head left to right to get into the neck and shoulders and upper back. You can sway your whole torso left to right. You'll feel this more on either side of your low back. Maybe you're feeling something in the hips and thighs. Just notice what you're feeling, how you're feeling, where you're feeling those feelings, those vibrations, and then just breathe. And then a pose here to get right in the mid back, right between those shoulder blades going up the back. We'll take the hands underneath your legs. So the palms are going to be down underneath your calves. We're going to take the calves and press down into the forearms. You're going to push the hands down as you pull up with your forearms. So you're resisting here. The legs are pushing down, arms are pushing up. Then you're going to take your whole torso and pull it back as you tuck your chin, round the back, and pull back. So it's a gentle pull up and back with the arms and the torso as the legs try to press down through the arms. Open up the space between your shoulder blades and breathe into your back. You can soften a little on your exhale. Your inhale is deep as you press down. Use your breath to create space. And then your exhale can be a softness and a release. Take 1 more full breath in here. Really push down with the legs. Lift up with the arms. And then exhale, release. And then take the arms out. Bring the legs back to center. You can shake them out a little bit. And then from here, we're going to transition onto hands and knees. So you can move your strap out of the way. You don't need that right now. If you want a little extra padding on your knees, you can put a blanket under there. Okay. So we're going to start with wide knees, big toes touch, hips sink down towards your heels. We're going to come down onto forearms and let the head drop down. So let the forehead touch something. So if the forehead's not comfortably touching the ground, you can stack your fists, or you can put a block or books or whatever you have to let your forehead ground down. So the forehead is grounding down. Your shoulders are pulling back away from the ears. Let your hands slide forward. So you're pulling the hands forward, palms are down, but then pull the shoulders back. If you want to feel a little bit deeper in the neck and shoulders, you can tent your fingertips so that the pads of the fingers are on the floor and your palms are lifted. Again, the fingertips can creep forward, but then your shoulders pull back. And then just pause here. Check in. Notice what physically you're feeling in the body. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where you are feeling these vibrations in the body. And then just breathe. Slowly and gently, we'll transition up onto hands and knees. You can bring the knees a little bit closer together so they're underneath the hips. Wrists are underneath your shoulders. And we'll just move the spine, shoulders, and neck gently with your breath. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, soften the elbows. And then as you exhale, tuck the chin and round the back. Push the floor away, draw the chin way in and down. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. One more time, just like that. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck and round. So we're going to come to neutral spine here. The left foot is going to draw straight back. The toes are down. Your right hand is reaching forward. Pull the right shoulder back. Pull the belly in. And then we're going to lift the left foot and we're going to hold this pose for 5 breaths. I will count the breaths. All you need to do is breathe and notice. That's all. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Just feel and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try to relax and feel strong. Inhale, exhale. One more full breath in here and a full breath out. Let's lower the right hand down. Let's lower the left knee down. We're going to switch sides. Right foot goes back, toes are down, left arm reaches towards the front of the room. Relax your shoulders. Lift the right leg, pull the belly in. Open through the chest. Full breath in. Full breath out. Just notice what you're feeling and how you're feeling. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in to relax the body. Exhale to release and process. 2 more. Full breath in. Full breath out. Challenge yourself. This is a long pose. Again, inhale and exhale. Left hand comes down. Right knee comes down. Big toes touch. Sink back. Let the tops of your hands rest by your feet. Let your arms completely relax down. Let your shoulders curl forward and down. And then just roll left to right here. Roll the forehead. Rock the hips. Relax the hands and the wrists. feel the physical tightness and tension start to melt away from the body and get a little bit softer. Notice your feelings. Hopefully the intensity of any negative feelings has decreased so that you can feel more relaxed, less stressed or anxious. Notice how grounded you can feel here by just grounding down through the center of the forehead. Completely relax the shoulders and the neck and the low back. And then slowly start to come up onto hands and knees. And we're going to come down onto your forearms here. So down onto the forearms. I like to bring the palms of my hands together and then just press the pads together so I create space between my hands. Just gives me something to feel and something to focus on. You can do whatever you'd like with your hands. Just don't make fists or keep them super tense. We're going to take the right foot straight back, left foot straight back. We're coming into a forearm plank. You have the option to drop the knees, but if you're dropping the knees, press down with the tops of the feet. That's going to encourage your core to engage and your knees to lift a little bit off of the floor. They don't have to actually lift, but the pressure eases a little bit off the knees. Otherwise, the knees are lifted. Feel the space between your shoulder blades. Open up through the chest. Relax the neck, so you just can even be looking at your mat. You can let the head hang a little bit if that feels okay on the neck. Just a neutral neck. Belly is in strong. Thighs are strong. If this hurts your low back at all, you can lift your hips a little higher or drop the knees and let the tops of the feet press down into the floor. So like I said at the beginning of the practice, we're holding poses a little bit longer here. So if you feel like this is getting too hard, you have a couple options. You can ease out of it or you can push through. Pushing through doesn't mean causing pain or anxiety. It means digging deep for your strength. Saying, yeah, I can do this, or saying, you know what, no, I can't. I'm not going to cause myself any pain. I'm going to drop down. It's up to you. Don't beat yourself up. Either way is perfect. It's the right thing. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, drop the knees. Sink back for a moment. You can come into puppy pose here. So that means the hips are staying over the knees, but you're just reaching your hands forward and letting the head just drop down. Gets a little bit deeper in the shoulders. Or you can always sink your hips back towards your heels. That's an option too. Just try to melt the chest down. Notice what you feel in the upper back and shoulders, which connects to the neck. You can roll left to right. Okay, we're going to come up onto hands and knees, and we're going to step the right foot forward. So the right foot is coming forward up between your hands. You have the option to keep your left knee down, but if it's down, it's pretty far back. It's not underneath the hip, it's back. The right knee stays over the right ankle. If you're able to, we're going to curl the left toes under, and we're going to come up onto fingertips. So come up a little bit higher on the hands here. We're going to build a lot of strength here in the legs. So you can have your hands down, but I'd like you not to be collapsing into your hands. Try to push the fingertips down to lengthen through the chest and strengthen through the legs. If you feel like you can let your hands hover. You can reach your hands behind you. Lift the belly so it comes off of the thigh. Crown of the head is forward though. We're nice and low. And then feel what you feel here. Strength building around your hip joint. Strength around your knee joint. A little bit of balance to be able to stand up here low without toppling over. Strength in your back thigh. Maybe focus with your eyes. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Relax the face, the jaw. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, drop the hands, drop the left knee, drop the hips. And then we're just going to take a few breaths here and moving breaths. So as you inhale, hips drop down, lift the chin and chest. And then as you exhale, keep the hands where they are. Pull your hips back. Don't worry about what your right leg looks like. Drop the head and pull back. Inhale, hips go forward and down, chin lifts. Exhale, pull back, the head hang. 3 more, just like that, moving with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Use that inhale to fill up. Open and create space. And then use your exhale to soften, release, and let go. Last one. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, pull back. And here we're going to drag the right foot all the way back. Let the right knee come down. Left foot is going to come forward, up between your hands. So your right knee is down for a moment. It's pretty far back. Your hands are framing your left foot. You can have your hands on blocks if you need a little extra height, or tented onto your fingertips. We're going to curl the right toes under and lift, making sure your feet are hip width apart. So you want to be on railroad tracks, not a balance beam. Try to take this whole pose from the hips down, grounding down in the legs, building strength in the joints, all around the joints and the legs here. If you can, you're going to lift your hands and let them hover. See what that feels like in the body. Is that okay? If not, you need the support, put the fingers down. Try to feel your inner thighs drawing in. Building a lot of strength here. You're grounded, you're balanced, and you're strong. Back thigh, excuse me, reaching back. Hands can reach back. Try to relax the neck and shoulders. So if you need to drop the right knee down, you can. Breathing with ease. Holding a little bit longer than we normally do. Take those feelings, notice them, and just breathe. One more full breath in, and then as you exhale, drop the hands, drop the right knee, relax the right foot. Moving gently with your breath. Your inhale's lifting the chin, dropping the hips. Exhale, pulling the hips back. Head drops and rounds. Inhale. Forward. Lift. Exhale. Pull back. 3 more. Inhale. Hips drop deep. Chin lifts. Open through the chest. Exhale, pull back, lengthen and release the low back. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Really feel what you feel in the neck, back, hips, and legs. Feel it all and breathe. Let's scoot the left foot back. We're gonna send both feet over to the right, roll down onto your left hip, swing your legs around to the front, and then we're gonna make our way back down onto the back. And have your strap handy. I'm gonna do an optional strap in a minute. So just take a moment here, settle back down onto your back. Feel what you feel in the legs, maybe sway them left to right a little bit. I know for me, I feel a lot of blood rushing to my thighs and hips right now. A little bit of heat there. A little bit of burning, they worked hard. Try to feel light in the chest and throat. So from here, palms are gonna come down, feet are parallel, hips are drawing, feet are drawing into your seat towards your hips. We're gonna move nice and slow with your breath and with ease. So connecting body movements to your breath helps to quiet the mind. It's a form of meditation. So your mind is connected to how your body is moving with your breath, hopefully creating a feeling of peace and calm. So as you breathe in, hips are gonna lift, arms are gonna reach up and back. And as you breathe out, arms come down, hips come down. Inhaling, the arms reach, the hips lift. Exhaling, the arms come down, the hips come down. And we'll just continue that for a few moments with your own breath. Closing the eyes, visualizing the lungs like a balloon. When they inhale, they inflate and float up. And when you exhale, you just gently flow down. The arms are moving with your breath, floating up and floating down. Staying connected here to the present moment of what is happening with the breath and the body. Just feeling what you feel, feeling how you feel, and that nice, steady, easy breath. The bottom of your next exhale, pause. So we're gonna take bridge pose with a strap that we're just gonna hold for a few breaths. If you don't have a strap, you can just come into a bridge pose and hold the pose without holding your breath. So I'm gonna show without the strap first, and then I'm gonna walk you through the strap because it can get a little complicated. So you're gonna take your strap apart. If you're not using a strap, palms are down, hips are lifted. You can stay here. You can shimmy your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit more. You can stack your hands or interlace your hands. And then just pause here and breathe. This is really good for regulating the hormones in the body. Good for circulation and digestion, and good for the heart and the brain. Neck and shoulders and hips and thighs. So lots going on here, but you're just gonna breathe. If you want to use the strap, I'm gonna sit up so I can show you. If you'd like to sit up, you can. So you have the strap. You're gonna place it over your lap. So the strap goes over your lap. You're gonna bring it underneath the legs. Take your hands now over the tops of the legs and reach for the ends of the strap. Crisscross them. So I have a crisscross here, right in front of my legs, and then I'm going to take each end and put it around my shin. I'll do that one more time so you can see. Over the lap, under the legs, Bring my hands around to get each end. Crisscross. Each end goes around the shins. And then we're just gonna lean back, lay back, draw the heels in. You have both ends of the strap in your hand, and when you lift, you're gonna push your shins into the strap and press your thighs out into the strap. So just a little bit more feedback here you're getting for what you're feeling. The body against the strap just creates a little bit more intensity in the pose. So it's up to you. If you hate this, don't do it. You can just be in a regular bridge pose. We're taking 3 to 5 breaths. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna ease back down. So take your time, however many breaths it's been. You wanna relax the body, relax the shoulders. And after your 3 to 5 breaths, we'll just drop down gently. Remove the strap. The left thigh is going to cross over the right thigh. Arms reach away from each other. Hips drop over to the left. Legs drop over to the right. Turn your head over your left shoulder. Try to get the left ear to touch the floor so you can really release the neck. This is a really nice stretch for the low back. If it feels like too much to have the legs crossed, just uncross them and stack them. Close the eyes. And just breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Full breath in, full breath out. One more deep breath in and a deep breath out. We'll bring the legs back to center. If they're crossed, uncross them, even out the hips, switch sides, right thigh over the left or just stacked. Hips move over to the right, legs drop over to the left. Turn your head over your right shoulder. Relax through the low back. Relax through the belly. Try to feel light and open around the chest. Relax through the shoulders and neck. And just breathe. And then we'll bring the legs back to center. Uncross them. Even out the hips. Hug the knees into the chest gently. We'll bring the forehead to the knees. We'll scrunch up our fists, scrunch up your toes and feet, tense up the legs, tense up the belly, shoulders, face, scrunch up the face. Take a deep breath in and hold. And then as you exhale, slowly release the body. Physically and emotionally, let the body just relax and melt into Shavasana. Letting go of any tightness or tension that you feel in any part of the body. If there are any areas that feel tight still, then just breathe. And notice on your exhale if you can just find a little extra softness. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling. And just breathe. slowly begin to roll the back of your head along the mat, left to right. You can bring some movements into the fingers, toes, hands, and feet. And then taking your time, if you want to, transition out of Shavasana unless you want to stay, which is the good part of a home practice. You can just stay. You don't have to end when we're ending. But if you would like to come out of Shavasana, bring yourself to a comfortable seat. Sit for a moment with the eyes closed. Just notice what you're feeling and how you're feeling. Let's take the right hand over the heart, the left hand over the right hand. And remember that we are all connected. Not only are we here with each other, but we're here for each other. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice and honor each other. Namaste. Thanks you guys so much. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana. You don't have to come out.